Hey guys, today's class is a yoga core for energy. We'll start by coming into our seated position, hands to heart center. Sit up tall. Take a couple breaths here. And then we'll come down onto our backs. Draw the knees into the chest and lift the shoulders up. You can take the hands behind the head. Straighten the left leg. Keep your right knee in. You can also take the hands in front. And then we'll straighten that right leg. Reaching forward. And we'll start to take some little pulses toward that right leg. So just crunching here, keep the back of the neck long. And if it bothers your neck, just take the hands to the back of the neck. And then we'll switch. So draw the left knee in, straighten the leg. You can also keep it bent. And we'll start crunching here toward that left leg. Your right leg is off the ground. We're just taking some crunches here. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Don't let them wiggle. And we'll release that. Legs straight up. And we'll start doing little flutters. So crisscrossing the legs. Your shoulders are off the ground. You'll start to lower the legs to where you really feel the abs engaged. Make sure that your lower back is pressed gently into the mat. So you can take some wide crisscrosses here. You can take them a little bit shorter if you like, but just keep the legs down at that 45-degree angle. A couple more here. Back of the neck is long, and then we'll release it. Legs straight up and stretch out. Now we're going to take opposite arm and opposite leg. Lift up, your shoulders are up, and then we'll switch. So opposite arm, opposite leg, switching here. This is a reverse swimmer. Same thing. If this hurts your neck, just don't do the arms. You can just do the legs. Lower back is pressed into the mat. Squeeze the abs and don't forget to breathe. Draw the knees in. Take a little break and we'll start to rock forward. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Inhale, find your up cat here. And exhale, we'll round out the back. Should feel really good on the abs. Inhale forward. And exhale, round it out. Shoulders are directly over at the wrist here. Just kind of move with your own breath, inhaling and exhaling in your up and down cat. And we'll take the right hand out. Exhale, bring it through. Make sure that you're drawing that left hip back, keeping the hips directly over the knees, and then twisting. You can keep your hand to the low back and twist, or if you want to take the bind, you can do that as well, reaching that left shoulder back, grabbing onto the thigh. And then we'll release it back to all fours. Inhale, we'll take the left arm out, and then exhale, thread the needle. So coming onto that shoulder, pull the right hip back, and then draw your right shoulder back. Keep the hand to the low back, or if you'd like, you can take the bind. Stretching here in this nice, gentle twist. And then we'll release that. Back to all fours. We'll take the hands forward a little, tuck the toes, and come into your downward facing dog. Feel free to bicycle the legs here, just stretching out the backs of the legs, reaching the heels toward the ground. If it's too much, you can always bend the knees. All right, we'll hop forward. Inhale, find your flat back. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, find your flat back. And then exhale, we'll step back into plank pose. Shift forward, lower chaturanga all the way to the floor. You can also take knees down when you come into that. Lift everything up, arms by your side into your locust. Keep the back of the neck long, squeezing the thighs toward one another. And your hands are facing up, so you want to roll the shoulders back here. Hands by low ribs. Press up into a cobra, or you can come into a higher cobra or up dog. And then press back into your down dog. Breathing here, press the chest towards the thighs. Coming forward, inhale, find your flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, take that half lift. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Shifting forward, chaturanga to the floor. Again, same thing here. This time, arms in line with your ears and lift everything up. So make sure that the shoulders are not creeping up by the ears. And then you can swim the arms back, grab the feet, or stay where you are. Gently press the hip bones into the mat and then release it down. Hands by low ribs, press up into plank and then straight back into down dog. You can also do that with the knees down first. Inhale, forward plank. Holding here. Squeeze the abs up and in. Shoulder blades gently glide down the back. You're squeezing your legs, and then we're going to shift forward, chaturanga, press straight back up into plank, and then downward facing dog. Look forward, come through and sit. We're going to sit back into boat pose. We got a half boat with the knees bent. If this is too much, you can grab the back of the thighs and sort of hold the legs here, but make sure you have a nice long spine. And then we're going to open up, twisting to the left, and then back to center. Feel free to straighten the legs there. Open up, twisting to the right, and then back to center. Again, to the left, opening up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open to the right, stretching out, and then inhale back to center. Again, to the left. If it's too much to straighten the legs, just keep them bent. To the right, center. And we'll just straighten the legs here. Maybe take the arms up in line with the ears into a full boat. And then release it. I was sort of on a heel here, so it's quite difficult. And we'll drop the knees from side to side. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Sort of windshield wiper the legs here, just releasing the hips some. And then we'll come forward back onto your backs. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to press up into bridge pose. So pressing up into bridge, shimmy the shoulders underneath. You can clasp the hands here. Keep your chin away from the chest and just pressing up. Your weight is in the heels of your feet, so toes are light. And then we'll lower soles of the feet together, knees apart. Just take a moment to rest here. You can take your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Just feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. And we're setting up for a bridge again. You could take a bridge, or if you'd like to do wheel, take the hands up by the ears and pressing up. So if you're coming up into wheel, you want to act as if you have a block in between the thighs, gently pulling the thighs together because they really like to splay out here. And then chin to chest, come down. Same thing again, soles of feet together, knees apart. Return to the breath. Try to keep the breath equal in length. And then one more time. Come up into bridge or hands by the ears, pressing up into your wheel. Come to the crown of the head first and press up. Breathing into the chest. We're pressing the chest towards the back of the mat. And then chin to chest, lower down, and draw the knees in. Rocking a little here, side to side. You can also make little circles on your back. And then we'll rock forward. Come into a seated position, legs straight. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, we're going to fold forward. Okay to have the knees bent here, but I want you to keep a long spine. So you see I'm not rounding here. You want to bring your belly to your thighs. Keep drawing the shoulders down the back. Don't let them creep up by the ears. Breathing here. Feet are flexed. And then we'll release it. Draw the left knee in. You can keep it there, or you can take it across the right leg. Take your left arm behind. Inhale, right arm up. And then exhale, twisting. If that feels like it's too much, just grab onto the leg. You could just hold the leg there. So inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, keep drawing that left shoulder back and twisting. Right foot is flexed. And then we'll release that. Go to the other side. Draw that right leg in. So either keep it there or take it across the leg. You're going to take your right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, twist. With each inhale, see how tall you can get. And then each exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. We're twisting from the upper spine here, not the lower. So keep your lower back straight and keep your sits bones grounded into the mat. And then we'll release that. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, sit up tall. And then exhale, start to hinge forward with a long spine. So don't round here. You want to keep a nice long spine and just release the knees towards the ground. Breathe into those inner thighs and then exhale, release it, come down onto the back again. Take a couple rocks here, rocking up, and we'll come into a chair pose. So sitting back into your chair, weight is in the heels, spine is nice and long, so you're curling the tailbone forward, pull the abs up and in, arms in line with ears. Couple more breaths here, almost done. And then release, standing up, exhale, folding forward. Inhale, take your half lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sucker the arms down, around and up to touch. Exhale, press the air away. Come back into your mountain. Return to the breath.